Hello everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game 99 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians come into the game with a 46-52 record, and they will be hosting the Boston Red Sox for a 4-game series. Now, the Red Sox come into this game with a 62-36 record, and they currently have a 8-game lead on the New York Yankees and a 9-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays. Meanwhile, the Indians sit in third place. The Tigers have an even 500 record at 48-48. The Twins have a 48-50 record, and the Indians at 46-52. All the offline games are being scored using hyper-fast scoring. And just to give you an idea for the rest of the divisions, in the National League East, the New York Mets have a 5.5 game lead on the Atlanta Braves. The Cubs have at least 10 game lead on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs are they're barely ahead of the Red Sox for best record in the league. They're at 63-34. And then in the National League West, the surprising team that finished next to last in the real regular season is the Los Angeles Dodgers with a 59-40 record. And they are 12.5 games ahead of the San Diego Padres, and the Rockies are a half a game behind them. And in the American League West, it's the Seattle Mariners with a 50-45 record with a 2 or 3 game lead. The Angels are in second at 47-50, and then the A's are right behind them at 47-51. Okay, let's go back to today's game. Tonight's matchup for the visiting Boston Red Sox and making his debut after battling lymphoma is Jon Lester. And pitching for the Indians is Jake Westbrook. Jake comes into the season on the replay at 66-4 with 67 2/3 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, walked 19, struck out 46 with a 3.72 ERA. It's a lot better than what his real season was at this point. In the real season, he was 1-5 and then 59 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 40 earned runs, 25 walks, and 35 strikeouts and a 6.07 ERA. All right. Now, look at both the lineups here. Leading off for the Red Sox and playing center field, Covelli Coco Crisp. Batting second in the 2007 Rookie of the Year and playing second, Dustin Pedroia. Batting third and playing first base, the Greek god of walks, Kevin Youkilis. Cleaning up in the designated hitter, former Indian Manny Ramirez. Batting fifth and playing right field, J.D. Drew. Batting sixth, and who would be the World Series MVP in 2007, Mike Lowell. Batting seventh and came from Seattle in the Heathcliff Slocum trade, Jason Varitek. Batting eighth, the former Oakland A, Eric Hinsky, and playing left field. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Julio Lugo. And for the Indians, leading off and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. Batting second and playing left field, Jason Michaels. Batting third and playing third base, Casey Blake. The cleanup batter is the designated hitter, Travis Hafner. Batting fifth and playing first base, Ryan Garco. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Johnny Strikeout, a.k.a. Johnny Peralta. Batting seventh and playing right field, Franklin Gutierrez. Batting eighth, the catcher, Kelly Shopik. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Josh Barfield. Victor Martinez is getting a rare day off today. All right, and we'll go ahead and get started with the game. Here's Coco Crisp, switch hitter batting left-handed. And a 1-7. Double on a 1, and that's a base hit for Crisp. They will hold him on. And Crisp had 28 steals on the season. And he'll start at a 15, there'll be a 13, and then a 12. So they will hold him on, and here's Dustin Pedroia. We'll not send him here. 3-9. And maybe they should have. Ground ball to short. Peralta to Barfield. On to Garco. Double play. So 2 down here in the top of the first. And here's Kevin Youkilis. And that's foul ball. Timeout. And we'll do it again here. .511 against a ready fly ball to center, and Grady Sizemore is there to track it down. And then I'll retire the side. And here comes Jon Lester making his return to the field. And the leadoff batter is Grady Sizemore on the replay. 289, 9 homers, 42 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases. In the real season, he was batting .273 with 17 homers, 52 RBIs, and 25 stolen bases. So let's see what he does here against Lester. 3-7. Ooh, field goal roll there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Jason Michaels. Michaels on the replay, 214, 6 homers, 29 RBIs. In the real season, 283, 6 homers, 29 RBIs. 2-4 against the lefty, popped him up behind home plate, and Veritek puts it away, 2 down. And here's Casey Blake. Blake on the replay, 265, 10 homers, 47 RBIs. In the real season, he was hitting at this time, he was hitting .272, 14 homers, and 50 RBIs. 4-6, and against a righty, single on a 1. That's a 3. Nice play by Lowell to snag that one, and that will retire the side. After a half inning, it's the Red Sox nothing in the, full inning, it's the Red Sox nothing and the Indians nothing. Ramirez, Drew, and Lowell here in the second inning. And here's the pitch to Manny Ramirez. 3-10 ground ball to first. Garco underhands it to Westbrook. 1 down. And here's J.D. Drew. And a 4-6 against the lefty. Either side, that's ball 4. So first walk of the game for Westbrook. And that is walk number 20 on the season for Westbrook. And I'll bring up Mike Lowell. .6-5 and a fly ball to left. Jason Michaels camps under it. 2 down, and here's Jason Veritek. And here's the pitch to Veritek. 5-7, single to right field. Hitting second, not being held on as Drew, makes him a 15. With 2 outs, makes him a 17. That's going to center field. No adjustment for Sizemore. 1-17, they'll send him to third. And that's an 8, and he's in there. That was an 8. And so first to third on the single is Drew. And that'll bring up Eric Hinsky with 2 down and a chance to put the Red Sox on top. .47 against the lefty. 1-10 single chance, and that's why you took the extra base. That'll get through on a 5. Scoring from third is Drew. Into second with is Veritek. And the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. And here's Julio Lugo. First came once played for the Tampa Bay, then Devil Rays. Maybe actually played for has just been the Devil Rays, and then I think later played for the Houston Astros. 5-12. First base X. Oh boy, 3 is not going to be good for Garco. And that'll get through Garco. Scoring from third is Veritek. Moving to third is Hinsky. 2-0. Red Sox. And this is, don't want to get this out of hand too quickly. All this coming with 2 outs. Here's Coco Crisp singled his first time up. 111. Base hit to center field. And we're holding Lugo on. So Lugo is a 1-18 to take third. And he will attempt to take third. 1-18. And he's in there just under the tag. 3-0. And here's Pedroia. 112, and he hit him. And I'm not playing injuries. And so things have just gone from bad to worse here for Westbrook. 9th man to bat in the inning is Youkilis, and he could put this out of reach with one swing of the bat. Two 7 and found the field goal roll there. Ground ball to short. They'll go the long way to get Youkilis, and that'll retire the side. But the Red Sox leave them loaded and get 3 in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox lead 3-0. And due up for the Indians, Hafner, Garco, and Peralta. Hafner on the replay, 244 average, 18 homers, 61 RBIs. And on the real season, at this point, he was 263 with 16 homers and 64 RBIs. All right, here's Hafner. 3-8. And against the lefty, draws a walk. So, first base runner for the Indians today. Try to chip away at that lead. And here's Ryan Garco. Garco on the season, 259 average, 11 homers, 39 RBIs. On the real season, 321 average, 12 homers, 39 RBIs. And you'll see the difference in some of these averages. And that's probably why the Indians are 6 games under 500 instead of being about 10 or 15 games over 500. 6-6. And against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. And here's Johnny Peralta. Peralta on the season, in the replay, 253 average, 14 homers, 44 RBIs, and struck out 83 times. That's why I called him Johnny Strikeout. But in the real season, he was 281, 14 homers, 50 RBIs, and struck out 86 times. So I've actually done a little bit better. All right, here's the pitch from Peralta to Hafner. No, they won't be holding him on. 3-7 against the lefty, and Peralta strikes out. So strikeout number 84 on the year. And here's Franklin Gutierrez. Gutierrez, 305 on the replay, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. In the real season, he was 312 with 5 homers and 14 RBIs. 2-10 against the lefty. Fly ball, deep left field. Going back is Hinske, gone. Home run for Gutierrez. And the Indians have made this a 3-2 game. Gutierrez home run number 8 and RBI number 21 and 22. And that'll get the hometown fans back on their feet. And here's Kelly Shopik. Shopik on this season, 187 with 6 homers and 13 RBIs. In the real season, he was 316 with 4 homers and 17 RBIs. For 8 base hit the left field, so the Indians trying to get the 2-out rally of their own. And here's Josh Barfield. Barfield on the replay, 268, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. A little bit better than his real season numbers at this time. 256 with 2 homers and 44 RBIs. At least average better. RBI total, not good. 3-7. And that's a 1-7 single chance. That's a 16. So that's a line drive caught by Lowell. And that'll retire the side. But the Indians get 2 runs back on the Gutierrez homer. And after 2 innings, it's the Red Sox 3 and the Indians 2. And due up for the Red Sox, Ramirez, Drew, and Lowell. And a 1-6, and Westbrook gives up a leadoff walk to Ramirez. That's his second walk of the day. Wow, they will not hold on Manny. So he could probably run himself out of the base pass. All right, here's J.D. Drew. Drew walked his last time up. And he will walk again. So back-to-back walks. And this is not looking good for Westbrook here. And Jason Stanford, one of the Indians' long men, is loosening in the pen. They would like to not have to burn through their bullpen in the first game, but they will see what they can do. And here's Mike Lowell. Like to get that good old Neil Lomax here. Won't get it here, but that's a fly ball to center. Sizemore puts it away. 1 down. And here is Jason Varitek, who started the 2-out rally in the second inning with a single. To 8. 1-5 double chance. And that just gets over the outstretched glove of Michaels and up against the wall. Scoring from third and from second is Ramirez. Let's see, do they want to send Drew? All right, Drew not being held on. Starts at a 14. Not being held on, bumps him up to a 15. Left fielder Michaels has nothing to add. So 1-15, they will try to send him. Oops. I just threw it on the peg, but that was a 3. And he is safe. So Westbrook has given up 5 runs in 2 1/3 innings. They might not let him go too much longer if he doesn't get somebody out. 5-2 Red Sox. Here's Eric Hinske, singled his last time up. 6-4, catcher X. Shopik as a 3 and a 17. As a 3, that ball will get past Shopik. Going to third is Veritek. But the next pitch is popped into foul territory. And making the catch is Shopik, 2 down. And here's Julio Lugo, singled his last time up. 6-11. And against a righty, that's a base hit to left field. And to score is Veritek, 6-2. And that'll be all for Westbrook. Can't even get out of the third inning. And I will kind of follow the super advanced rules from strat matic, where if you give up 5 runs in an inning or 6 runs in 2 combined innings, or 2 innings combined next back-to-back, then you are tired. So I'll bring in Jason Stanford. See if he can hold down the fort. Stanford on the season is 1-0, and in 26 1/3 innings pitched, has given up 10 earned runs, 7 walks, and 19 strikeouts with a 3.42 ERA. At this time during the real season, 1-1, 23 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 7 walks, and 15 strikeouts with a 4.30 ERA. And he'll face Coco Crisp, and that'll swing him around as a right-handed batter. And let me get his card up. Okay. 5-4 against a right-handed batter. Another catcher X is a 9 in range. It is not. Shopik is an E4. And a 9. And that's a good play by Shopik. A little number out in front of the plate. Shopik grabs it, calmly throws to first, and that will retire the side. Red Sox get 3 more. And after 2.5, it's the Red Sox 6 and the Indians 2. And top of the order due up for the Indians here in the third inning, Sizemore, Michaels, and Blake. And a 5-10 catcher X. 9 not going to be in range for Veritek either. Veritek is an E3. Ooh, E3 and a 12. No, he bobbles it. And getting to first is Sizemore on the air. 12 is an error for that for an E5. So rare error for Veritek. And with the down 4 runs, they will hold Sizemore on, but he will not go anywhere. And here is Jason Michaels. 5-8. Second base X. And 11 is not in range for Pedroia. He is an E8, and this has a slightly good chance of being a double play. Wow. E8 and an 11. And it is. So good play by Pedroia. Ranging towards second, flips to Lugo for 1. The return throw to Youkilis, double play. And there are 2 outs, and here is Casey Blake. Lined out his first time up. 4-10, and against a righty, Fly ball to center, and Crisp makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the top of the fourth. Red Sox lead 6-2. And here's Stanford again. They'll have him pitch as long as he can. Here's Pedroia. Ran into a double play and was hit by a pitch. 5-8 against a righty. Second base X, a 16 is good for Barfield. 1 out. And here's Youkilis. Two 4 against a lefty is a fly ball to left. Michaels camps under it, 2 down. And there's Manny Ramirez. Walked and scored his last time up. 2-7 against the lefty. Fly ball to center, and Sizemore puts it away. And Stanford has retired all 4 batters he has faced so far. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox 6, Indians 2. And due up for the Indians in the bottom half of the fourth, Hafner, Garco, and Peralta. .310 against the lefty, ground ball to second. Pedroia over to first, 1 down. And here is Ryan Garco. 2-11, ground ball to short. Lugo throws to first, 2 down. Here's Johnny Peralta. Sorry, I'm going to make fun of him as bad as I did Brian Shaw for my 2018 Rockies replay. 1-4, gets the bat on the ball, hits it down to third. And Lowell fires to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Indians here in the fourth. We go to the fifth. Red Sox lead 6-2, and this is the point of weakness inning for... Our next inning will be the point of weakness inning for Lester, but looks like he'll make it out there at least. And Stanford will come back out. They will have Rafael Betancourt and Tom Masney loosening in the pen. .6 against the lefty, and that's ripped into left field for base hit. And that'll bring up Michael Lowell. Lowell is flown out to left into the center. .1-2 against the lefty, and that hit him. And that's first and second with nobody out. And I guess they'll let him try to get the Veritek. If they don't get Veritek out, they might go to the bullpen. There's Veritek. 4-9, switch hitter batting right-handed. And that's a ground ball to short. Tough play for Peralta. He'll get the sure out at first. But moving to second and third are Lowell and Drew. So that was a tough play for Peralta. He just had the one play to first. Ground ball to C. 1 out. Infield will play back for Hinsky. .25, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, and here's Julio Lugo. One six. Fly ball to center, and Sizemore puts it away, and the Red Sox threaten but do not do anything. And we are to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox still lead 6-2. And they will have Tom Mastny coming into the game. So he will take over and pitch the 6th inning. Not bad for Masterson, thinking former Red Sox and Indian. Stanford going 2 1/3 innings and not giving and holding the fort down. But due up for the Indians here in the bottom of the 5th. Gutierrez, Shopik, and Barfield. Gutierrez responsible for the lone 2 runs for the Indians with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 2nd. 3-4, fly ball to right. There is Drew, 1 down. There's Kelly Shopik. 6-4, fly ball to center. 9 will not be in range. From the center fielder, Crisp. He is an E1. And a 6 will be fine. 4-12 gets him. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. And here is Josh Barfield. 2-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. And they will let Lester pitch the 6th at least. And now pitching for the Indians is Tom Mastny. Mastny on the replay, 44 appearances, 47 1/3 innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 22 strikeouts, 34 walks, no saves, and a 5.55 ERA. Used him a little bit more than they did in the regular season. 37 appearances, 39 2/3 innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 24 walks, and 37 strikeouts, and a 4.54 ERA. He will face Crisp, Pedroia, and Youkilis. One 5, and against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Pedroia. 6-7, and that's a 1-12 double chance. That's a 7, and Pedroia into second with a double for his first hit of the day. And they will not hold him on. Only running at a 12, and that'll bring up Youkilis. Three, 5. 1-16 single chance. That's a 10. Just getting past Peralta, but Michael's holding him to third. First and third, 1 out for Manny Ramirez. And Rafael Betancourt is loosening in the pen. They'll let him try to get out of this. It's 1 down. And here's Ramirez. Walked in 3 plate appearances. 5-7. And he draws a walk, and I think that'll be it for Mastny here. He's walked the bases loaded. No, they'll let him pitch to Drew, as they will let Betancourt face the next part of the lineup. Infield will be in. They're trying not to give up any more runs. With the bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Drew. 3-11. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to left. Michaels will put it away. Pedroia starts at a 12. Add 2 for a sac fly situation. Makes him a 14. No adjustment for Michaels. They're going to send him. That's a 3, and he's in there. Whoops. So sacrifice fly for J.D. Drew. And the Red Sox have just added the PAT. And it made it 7-2 on the Drew sac fly. And here's Mike Lowell. And they will let Mastny try to get out of this. 5-5. And he will swing and a miss, strike 3. So Mastny gets through the 6th. He does give up a run. And the Red Sox extend their lead to 7-2. And with switchy lefty and righty, they will have Rafael Perez loosen the Indians well, and he will pitch the 7th. Lester will come out and pitch the 6th, third time through the order, as he faces the top of the order again. Sizemore, Michaels, and Blake. .110. Ground ball to second. Pedroia over to first. 1 down, and here's Michaels. 6-6. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Casey Blake. 3-8. Ground ball to fly ball to center. Make sure that was against the lefty. And that will retire the side. Lester is through 6. And we'll see if he comes out for the 7th. We'll get Rafael Perez. And Rafael Perez, in the replay, 19 appearances, 20 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 19 strikeouts, no saves, and a 1.35 ERA. In the replay, in the real season, Perez, 18 appearances, 30 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 6 walks, 34 strikeouts, and a 2.10 ERA. All right, and Perez to face Veritek, Hinsky, and Lugo. Third reliever of the day for the Indians. One 4 against the lefty. Ground ball back to Perez. Throws to first. 1 down. Here's Hinsky. Hinsky is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. 6-6 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Julio Lugo. 2-9. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball back to the mound. And Perez will take care of business with the Red Sox here in the top of the 7th. Stretch time here at Jacobs Field. Senior, take me out to the ball game. At the old ball game. All right, and Lester will face Hafner, Garco, and Peralta in what will probably be his final inning. Six, 8 against a lefty, draws a walk. That's Hafner's second walk of the night. And that'll be it for Lester. Mike Timlin coming into the game. And he will come in relief. All right, here's Timlin. That's pretty good against lefties. And not holding Hafner on. 4-5 against the righty shortstop X. Lugo as a 3 and an 18. Makes the diving stop, flips the Pedroia for 1, the relay in time. And there are 2 outs, and that is the second double play the Indians have hit into today. That brings up Johnny Peralta. 2-7. And Peralta draws a walk. And that'll bring up Gutierrez. 2-4, ground ball to second. Troya will make the play, and that'll retire the side. We go to the 8th, and Perez will stay out and pitch a second inning. Joe Borowski is loosening in the pen. It's been a while since he's pitched. And that'll bring up Coco Crisp, Pedroia, and Youkilis. Crisp in 5 plate appearances, 2 singles, a strikeout, and a groundout. 6-3 against a righty, base hit to center field. And as an ace stealer, up by 5 runs, they won't hold him on, and he's not going anywhere. Here's Pedroia. Rafael Betancourt loosening in the pen. Six-seven against the righty. That's a 16. And it's a line drive to second, caught by Barfield. Going back to first is Crisp. 1 out. There's Kevin Youkilis. 5-7. Triple to 3. And diving and making the catch is Sizemore. Saves extra bases. 2 down. Wow, just enough of a jump from Sizemore to keep that from getting away for a potential triple. And here's J.D. Drew. 3-6. And against the lefty, that's a base hit to right field. Not holding on Chris makes him an 18, unless they'll keep him there to play station to station. Ramirez on the day first hit, and he's walked twice. And that'll still bring up J.D. Drew, who has also walked twice and singled. And they will let... This will probably be the last batter for Perez. Betancourt is ready if needed. 2-9, and swing and a miss, strike 3. So Perez finishes off the top of the 8th, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's see here. They have righty, righty, lefty. And they will have Manny Del Carmen come in for the 8th. And Joe Borowski will be coming in for the 9th to get some work. So Timlin pitches 1 inning, the 7th, and that will make way for Manny Del Carmen. They will face Shopik, Barfield, and Sizemore. Del Carmen, a right-handed pitcher, facing Shopik. 4-2 draws a walk, and not the way Red Sox fans wanted this half inning to start. And here's Barfield. Indians trail 7-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. 5-10 third base X. Is that in range for? No, that is not in range for Lowell. He is an E16. And a 4, that's not going to be good, and it is not. So Lowell bobbles it and makes an error. That's the second error of the game for the Red Sox. And that will put runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Grady Sizemore. Hideki Okajima is loosening in the pen. And here's the pitch to Sizemore. 2-9, and against a righty, fly ball to right. And since it's a question mark, he cannot advance. 1 down. There's Jason Michaels. No, don't let him hit. .312, and against a righty, ground ball to short. And same song, the second shortstop Lugo to Pedroia for 1, and for the 3rd time in the game, the Indians have hit into a double play. I can't play winning baseball like that. All right, top of the 9th. And Joe Borowski is going to come in to get some work. And timeout, I will get you when Borowski made his last appearance. And Borowski making his first appearance since game 93. And he got the save. Spoiler alert. Which means it's been since July 17th since he's pitched. This is July 23rd, so it's kind of been a while. Borowski, let me see if I'll be just a second, and I will give you his stats. All right, Borowski on the replay. 29 appearances, 28 and a third innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 4 walks, 17 strikeouts, and 15 saves, and 21 opportunities for a 6.99 ERA. In the real season, 41 appearances, 38 and 2/3 innings, 22 earned runs, and 9 walks, 33 Ks, and 28 saves. So more save opportunities in the real season than for the replay. 5.12 ERA in the real season. All right. 4th reliever for the Indians. And Lowell, Veritek, and Hinsky. They may get see if they get anybody better. Nope. .15 base hit to center field for Lowell. And that'll bring up Jason Veritek. Veritek single and a double in 4 appearances. And a 4-9 switch hitter, either side, Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 down. And here's Eric Hinsky, happy to be facing a right-handed pitcher. 1-9. And he goes down on strikes. 3rd strikeout of the game for Hinsky. And here's Julio Lugo. And Hideki Okajima is loosening, and he will be coming into the game to pitch the 9th. And a 5-8 is a second base X. Barfield is a 3, and a 5 will make the play. And that'll retire the side. So leadoff single does no damage. And last chance for the Indians here in the 9th, trailing 7-2. And I'll bring in Okajima. And Okajima will face Blake, Hafner, and Garco. Not yet, at least. All right, here's the pitch to Blake. 1-11. And against the lefty, base hit the left field. So Blake 1 for 4 on the day. And that'll bring up Travis Hafner. Hafner 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. 6-12 against the lefty. And that should be thankful for the Red Sox fans. That is a 4, and only 1, 2, and 3, and 18, 19, and 20 are in range for a pitcher. And since Okajima's an E0, that is double play number 4, the 163 variety. And that might be a record for me for strat. I don't know if I want to go back and look to see if there's been any more. All right, 2 down, bottom of the 9th. Last chance is Ryan Garco. 3-4. And against the lefty, ground ball back to the mound. A little easier play for Okajima. And that's your ball game. Final score from Jacobs Field. The Indians lose game 1 of a 4-game series, 7-2, and we'll be right back with the details. All right. Final line score, 7 runs, 2 hits, 7 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Red Sox. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Indians. The Indians fall to 46-53, while the Red Sox have the palindromic 63-36 record. And Westbrook will take the loss. He goes to 6-5 on the season. He gave up the 6 earned runs in 2 2/3 innings. And I'll be right back to give you the next pitching matchup for the next game. All right, so the next pitching matchup is actually will be a real good one. Daisuke Matsuzaka for the Red Sox and CC Sabathia for the Indians. And by the way, if you're wondering what the score of this real game was, yeah, it was actually pretty close. The Red Sox won this real game 6-2, so not so far off. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.